Hello and welcome to the Happy, Healthy, Strong podcast. This is a podcast dedicated to helping you live a happier, healthier, and stronger life. Building a life that you love starts with you owning your health and intentionally creating the best version of yourself. So if you're looking to better understand how proper nutrition, daily movement, mindset work, and strength training can help you create a life full of happiness and health, then you are in the right place. I generally hope that the tips, tricks, and information that we share will be the catalyst for change. I'm your host, Adam Lane. It's time to dive in. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Happy, Healthy, Strong podcast. I'm your host, Adam Lane. With me today, Mr. Tim Gilbertson.
How's it going, brother?
From the Warrior Foundation. Tim, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Second time guest.
Second time. I'm honored that you wanted me back.
That's how you know you've made it in life, Tim. I want you to know. That's how you know. You're
when you let me know that it's good to come over and do a podcast, I'm like, man, I'm moving up in life now.
Just years down the road, when you look back on your life and be like, what did I achieve? Be like, I was on the Happy, Healthy, Strong podcast, not once.
You know who I had to turn down today?
Which way? Do tell.
Joe Rogan.
That sucks, man.
I know, because I was like, no, I'm going to be with Joe. Adam Lane today.
Yes.
And we're doing that.
Yeah. And Joe was like, damn it, again, he got me.
Maybe he can schedule me another time.
Yes. Work in. Tim, for the tens of people listening to the show who don't know who you are and why you're such a big deal, tell these people who you are and why you're such a big deal.
Why I'm such a big deal. I'm Tim Gilbertson. I am, well, for one, I'm the president of the Warrior Foundation, founder.
If you're watching, YouTube people, we decorated.
We decorated for the event. So we are an organization that helps local Rockford area childhood cancer families and illness families that are traveling to Madison and out to Chicago, helping them with gas, food, hotels if needed, just different travel expenses. We've branched out to doing, car repairs, if they need brakes, things like that, for their travel. So, we get submissions in for what people need, and then we kind of decide on what we're how we can help. Yeah. But it's a great program. It's a great foundation. Yeah. We are actively looking for more sponsors and more donors because we just started, officially got our 501c3 status in March.
There we go.
So we're official in the federal government and everybody. So.
It's good. It's good when the federal government thinks you're official. That's good.
Yeah. So it's it's official. We're good. I'm also run the Missing Man Ruckers with Mark Siebold. We do a ruck group out in kind of in the Rock Cut Park area. Excuse me. We do short rucks around the lake, sandbags, just different workouts and things like that. PT, push-ups, squats, very basic movements. Yeah. And really you can tailor the workouts from doing knees down push-ups to wall push-ups to whatever, you want to put a sandbag on your back and do push-ups, So it's really open to everybody to come out and try it out. So that's on the Missing Man Ruckers. If Facebook, we post our events on there. Let's see.
So, no, that's good. So let's dive into that. And then I want to get into the event. So within the rucking piece, and we talked about this last podcast, and my feelings on this have not changed. I love rucking. I think it's fantastic. Yeah. Everybody in my family has a rucksack. My youngest wanted one for his birthday. So we're like, son of a gun.
And they're not cheap.
This is hilarious. So he also uses it for a backpack at school. So that was our, okay.
And it's a lifetime.
It will. Yes, that's the thing too. Yeah. Because I remember having a backpack in elementary school, and I had a metal ruler one day, that I brought home, and it put a hole right through the bottom of the backpack, and then you gave it 3-4 weeks, the whole thing opened up. Yep. But no, not the Go Ruck. The Go Ruck, we are good.
I'm a believer.
But I just think it's a fantastic thing because before we hit record here, we're talking about I have a buddy. Perry, I love you, but he's doing some great things in the way of getting healthier, getting fitter. He's on this workout program. He's down 20 pounds. He's feeling good. And then he's like, hey, the next thing I'm going to start to run. I'm like, okay. Yeah. He starts running. And then the next week is like, my back is killing me. I can't move. And it's the thing. And this is where, so Tim, I want to talk about rucking. Why, first of all, what the hell is rucking, and why should people do this?
Yeah. So what is rucking? In very basic terms, it's just carrying a sturdy backpack, something that can carry a little bit of weight. And you can start out with, 5, 10, 50, like whatever your fitness level is. I tell a lot of people when they start out, I think I said this last time, just throw couple liters of water in your bag and just drink your water. And then your reward is, hey, you drank your water on your ruck and you lost some weight.
Yep. You're hydrated.
That's right.
And you're carrying less.
And your bag is less weighted, right? So it's very easy to low impact. Yeah. You're just walking with a little bit of weight on your shoulders. Yeah. Cardio zones. I mean, I get up in like zone 2, zone 3 for hours sometimes on like longer rucks, and your heart's just working and you don't really realize and you're doing it. So
we're getting all the cardio, steps, all that zone 2 training that is not the new thing, but like, Peter Attia loves the zone 2 training, get people out, because we don't get enough of that because we sit way too much.
Correct.
And then people come to the gym and
I'm living 150, 160.
Yeah, exactly. And then come right back down, and there's no, that zone 2 being that nice middle ground. And, yeah. And
that's the thing is that with the rucking, if let's say, you can get on a bike and you can get into your zone 2, you can get on a rower and get in your zone 2, but are you going to bike and row for hours? Yeah. I mean, dude, I do that. I that's not what I like. Yeah. I'd rather be out walking with friends, talking and heart rates.
Get outside, nature, sunlight. Yeah.
And you're burning calories. You're out getting your steps in. You're building posture. Working your core. I mean, the bag is really making your whole body just work out. Yeah. While you're walking and just a little bit of weight.
Sorry, you just use the word core there. So when I first started, I had a weight vest, and I tried the weight vest. But the weight vest, because there was weight on the front and the back, like I just felt like it made me shorter. Like it just because it was so. I got the backpack. All of a sudden I have to hinge just a little bit because it's, you can make it heavy. And all of a sudden I felt so much more in the trunk, in the core, and just like my abs working more and just like, shoulders better. Cause like they were actually engaged. Cause if you just, slouch it, the bag pulls you back. So you have to stay, with good posture through that whole thing. Yep. So I found that the weight vest was not a good option in my humble opinion. If other people want to try it, I don't know. But I really like the rucksack. I think that is the backpack. That seems to be the right choice.
Well, it's so versatile. I mean, you're gonna spend a couple $100 on a weight vest. Your backpack. You can, like I said last time, you can go on Amazon for $20-$30 and get a 20-30 pound weight. Yeah. But I agree with you. The weight vest. I mean, you're going to take off your weight vest and do, ruck swings with it. Mm-hmm. You're going to do overhead presses with your vest that's flopping around, and it's much more versatile to use your bag. And I tell you, sometimes I think I'm like, oh man, I got that hernia or something here. Than after like a 30 miler or so. But it's just because that whole time you're constantly just kind of
you're locked up, you're engaged, and
I even flip my bag around sometimes on long rucks, and then so that way I just get a little bit of a difference in extension.
Like you're pregnant.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I would never know. Yeah. I would never say that I'm trying to compare. Stop trying to.
It's not the same.
It's not. But it's a different workout. You know, even with like walking backwards up hills. Lightweight, walk backwards, work your hamstrings, help your knees strengthen up a little bit.
Absolutely. Well, and I think that's where, to go back to the health thing, when people like, I'm getting in shape I want to start running, and nothing against running. I have no issue with running. Yeah. Just as a former track and field and cross country coach, there is a form to running. Yeah. In my opinion, you need to teach people how to run with good form, what that looks like. And then the bad news is, because it is running, there is much more pounding on the body. You have to be able to absorb that force in a very efficient manner. Yeah. If you do, great. If not, you're going to have some issues. Yes. And so with rucking, most people can walk. And so if now just walk, and you said it earlier, walk with a backpack and put 5 pounds in it. Yeah. Do a mile. Like I'm starting. Yeah. I'm saying if you're starting at literally square one. Yeah.
Just walk around the block. See what it's like walking uphill again, because chances are you probably haven't already walked around the block in a while. So even just doing that is getting your body moving and, maybe feeling a little sweat again. I know sometimes when I would take breaks, it's like, and you get back into it and you start getting a heavy sweat and you're like, oh, I forgot what this was really like, you know, to really get a good, you know, workout in. And so just to kind of warm the body back up. Yeah.
Well, and you know, walk around the block once. Yeah. Take a day or two off.
Yep.
Great. Now go walk around the block twice. You know, you can easily see how this can scale.
Yep.
You know, and you do that and you get better and you get better and you get better. Don't do too much, too quick, too fast, too soon.
Correct.
You know, but now put 10 pounds in, you know, we talked about the water bottle thing.
Yep.
Then go 15, you know, and you can easily ramp this up.
Yeah.
Don't do 50 pounds in the pack and try to do 10 miles on your first day and die. Be like, this is Rucking's dumb. Like, no,
correct.
You were dumb.
Yeah. Right. Well, I love my brother. I love you. But I took him out on a 12 miler one time and he never really rucked. So he shows up with like these low cut socks and these nice shoes. And me and Mark are all in our gear. Like, dude, and afterwards he was like, you know what, man, this just wasn't my jam. Like this isn't my thing, you know, and he got blisters all in his feet because he wore the wrong socks, wrong footwear. So yeah, if you're going to go out and do something that you've never done before, at least be prepared for, you know, like, so you don't jack yourself up and then hate it later. Yeah. You know,
because it should be, and it can be a very safe. I like it for the simplicity of, and I have not joined you guys in a while, and just because my life is too busy, but I will take, you know, my youngest to, my oldest to, oh gosh, what is it? Kids church. What do we call it? Not kids church. Wednesday night. We're going to go with kids church because I can't think of the right
name. We're going to go with kids church.
Here. But like it's down in the Les Park area. We're up in Rockton. Like I drive home the 20 whatever minutes. Yeah. I sit at home for an hour and then I drive, you know, like, so I'll just throw my rucksack in there. I'll go for an hour ruck, you know, and just kill time. And not even an hour ruck. It's, hey, my wife and I will eat eat dinner, you know, and then, hey, let's get a quick walk before we go. And literally I'll throw in the pack. We'll do a 15-minute walk and ruck that 15 minutes. Like it's better than, you know, better than nothing. Yeah. It's better than just regular walking, you know.
Oh, for sure.
Because I do think there's that strength piece to it. I think that's why I really like it. Hey, absolutely. You know, you're not getting weaker.
No, no. And then you can throw in, okay, I made it around the block just fine. So if you're in physical condition enough to we'll throw in 3 sets of squats now with your bag on. Throw in some lunges on the way back up the hill. You know, I mean, you can always bump it up a little bit. Okay, that was pretty easy. I could do that. And we'll lunge up that hill now. You know, and try that. Not, okay, that was a little more sore today. You know, it's like, so you can always ramp it up and tailor it. You know, Mark and I, one of the things we did this summer, it was the Legionnaire. And so it was, he set it up and it was fun. It was out of Rock Cut. It was 2 20-mile days. The second day we cut short because we were running out of time. We're all like, we got to work on tomorrow. Yeah. But it was 20 miles with 50 pounds of weight in your bag. And then, you know, plus your water, food, and what you're wearing for your trucks around. And then we camped out that night at the park, and then we got up the next morning and then like went and rucked again. Yeah. But Mark, for training for this, because you have to train. I mean, his kids play soccer. Yeah. And so he would go out to the sports core too over here, and his kids would be out running, and
signs going. Listeners, viewers, thanks for viewing.
Yeah.
It feels like it's on there.
Sorry, we have a small commercial break.
We're going to get it on there. Come on. Is it on? What do you think? Yeah. Do you need more tape?
Maybe one around the side. The orthopedic sent me says. More tape.
Yeah, we get the back. There we go.
There it is.
There we go. You're watching on YouTube. I hope you enjoyed that right there. That was good. Look at the sign.
Thank you for that small commercial break.
I saw Mark. Sorry, I'm going to jump in.
Yeah.
My kids had lacrosse practice, and they practice out at sports core too. Yeah. I'm out. I can't remember if I was carrying a sandbag or if I was. Often I don't carry a sandbag out at sports core because then I really look like a crazy person. I think I just had my pack, and I was rocking around, and all of a sudden somebody yells at me, and it's Mark. I'm like, oh, look at you.
Yeah.
And he was telling me about, what he was doing, know, with what you guys were planning on doing. I'm like, that sounds like a fun time. You have fun with that.
I tell you, the cookout was great. That night I brought some deer meat. And so we had open fire. We had deer meat. Jake brought some ribeye or some New York strips. We were like, we were eating good after that.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
you
really
worked 20 miles and you really.
I was like, I can't remember how many calories. It was like over 4,000 calories burned.
Yeah.
But
just moving.
But Mark, though.
Yeah.
Real quick about that is that even sometimes he goes out instead of rucking, actually, he just stands with the weight on and then makes his core just work. And I'm like, that makes sense too. Like I've never thought of doing that before, but just stand there. You're like doing a plank the whole time. You're just,
There is something about, I think you were there. Oh no, you left early. The last summer Ruck where we did the murals.
Yeah. I
coming back, whatever. We're looking to see all these murals and we're taking pictures and stuff like that. And it was getting hot. And this is, I just wanted to get down. Oh my God, and we're standing there. And it's amazing how hard it is just to stand there and have that stupid pack on your back. Yep. I'm like, if I walk for some reason, I don't know, my mind's off it. My legs are moving something, but to stand there is brutal. Yeah. Brutal. You're right. It's like a vertical plank.
It is a vertical plank. You're just constantly just like holding your stomach, locking it up.
At the time, I didn't think of that. At the time, I'm like, this is dumb. Let's do it walking, guys. Take your picture. Let's go, Mark. Just focus. Let's go. Get through. There we go. But no, I was bettering myself. Tim, so thanks for highlighting.
There's always a reason for the pain, right?
Well, and here's what I want the listeners to understand. For as crazy as you guys will go with it,
for sure,
and there's some crazy with it. You also have worked up to that over years on years on years on years on years on years on years. It's not like you picked up a pack, a week ago and like, hey, I'm going to go walk 20 miles. Like that's not.
No, I mean, it's years of just being,
because you did kind of military experience and,
Yep. So, I mean, there's years of that core, like buildup of like, you're physically, like I'm big into the, just being functionally fit. Right. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of the key word now everyone's saying, be functionally fit, which is, I believe, is the way everybody should be. If you need to go move this, move that, your back should be strong enough. Your legs shouldn't look like tree trunks and your body, just like the other way around, but, and so trying to have a functionally fit body so that you can do, basic things.
Yeah. So again, guys, moral of the story, rucking is great.
Yep.
Don't overdo it. Take your time, slowly progress, see where it goes. Buddy in the gym, Mr. Mason, who comes early in the morning, has gotten into it. He got a little too excited because like sometimes you don't realize how good it feels. Yeah. Like you get on those first few rucks and you're like, oh, I feel amazing. Like this is great. And then you don't realize the day or two later, you're like, oh, I feel, why am I so, like
hip flexors.
Yeah. Muscles that you haven't felt for years will all of a sudden, pop out, in ways just because you haven't pushed it in a way. And it's, again, I love your idea too about like, hey, if you're especially if you're limited on time, you're a busy person, busy parent, to be able to do a walk and stop every 5 minutes and do, 20 air squats, with that pack on, what a great lower body workout to do that for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, quick, boom, get back to what you were doing in life. Yeah. Like easy.
It's easy.
You're not going to hurt yourself.
No.
Assuming you keep loads intelligent,
Correct.
And
work yourself up. And
you can do it with people. You can get outside, We don't do those things enough to begin with.
We don't.
We're attached to our phones and we don't get outside.
Yeah, no, it's all
I want
to
move this podcast outside, Tim. That's my goal. I know.
You should.
That would be awesome.
Oh my God, you have like a little beach area. That have like a little sandy area that you can sit in barefoot.
Perfect. This podcast would only air for like 5 weeks a year.
Well, then we're going to have to make it a greenhouse.
The computer would melt in the sun,
No, if you make it like that, we'd have to like get you some AC and stuff, ventilation.
We'd have to figure out something there.
Yeah.
The winter,
yeah.
Have coats on, kind of, Well, but
one thing real quick though, too, is that I know in the beginning, my introduction, I'm also orthopedic PA. Mm-hmm. And so this was a great story. I'm not going to mention names from HIPAA, but gentleman came in overweight, was, wanted his knees replaced, and he kept telling him lose weight. And he did. He lost some good weight on his own.
Can I ask about how old?
He is, let's see, I want to say he's late 50s.
Okay.
Very active.
So still early for knee replacement? Can I say that? Okay. Yeah, you don't want to do it till later.
Yeah, you try to do it when they're later, just because the risk of needing to redo it again.
Yeah, you don't want that.
Revision. Yeah. You only get so much bone for God. And once you run out of bone, you're like, I guess you're getting some real big metal pieces in you, so he was really active. I was injecting him for a long time while he was heavy, lost weight, came in.
You were injecting him
with steroids.
Gotcha.
Just to try to keep him active and moving and losing weight.
Okay.
And finally, there was a whole ordeal that happened with his weight in the surgery center, and I stuck up for him and got his surgery done. And, dude's lost like 75 pounds since his surgery.
Awesome.
Right. So I just saw him, yesterday. Actually, he was in clinic and he was seeing someone else, and he was like, tell Tim to stop in. And I went in and I walk in, and his face is thinner, his body's stouter. He's just looking better. And, and he's getting emotional and just like, thank you for, but that's the person that can get out and ruck. And I gave him my card and for the event, and I'm like, I would be honored if you'd come out and do 5K with me, walk 3 miles with me. You look like you can do it now.
Yeah.
And those are the folks that get that second lead in life. And this is like, I don't want you to run. I don't want you to ruin your joints, but rowing, swimming, rucking with a little weight, get your heart rate up. That's all good. Yeah. You're not beating it up. And so success story, it's an activity that you can do to lose weight. And I recommend it to a lot of patients just to burn some calories. They're like, I get out and walk around the block. I was like, well, do you have a backpack? Well, yeah, throw a couple water bottles in there and, add a little bit of weight to it and just see if your heart rate goes up a little more. Yeah. If it does, it's cardio. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I just think it's funny. Like your bodybuilders for years have done their lifting, but then their cardio, for most guys end up being, you're just walking. Yeah. Or they'll walk on a treadmill, or I say guys, girls, whoever. Yeah. They'll walk on the treadmill, but like that is their thing in which to keep, body fat down. They will walk and walk and walk and walk and walk. Well, now for the average person who's not trying to go on stage, who's limited on time, stresses, things, life, you still need to walk. But now let's combine some things and get a strength stimulus too.
Correct.
By doing everything ruck like that. That's why I just think it's such a beautiful thing. And again, as long as you're not stupid, people don't get hurt.
Well, and that's the thing is that, you can get I know you own your gym, but you can go to a gym and have no supervision. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And now you do here, but like some of the local gyms, you could go into any of these other ones and go, I'm just on my own. And I used to be able to bench, 180 pounds regularly, and you throw on 180 and pretty soon you pull up your shoulder because you didn't build up to it. And so it's with anything, you gotta,
that reason in itself is why people have asked, because I really like facility wise what we have, and we have a lot of toys of different things. People, do you do an open gym? Like, no,
we don't.
We do not. And it's funny because I'm actually redoing our insurance right now because it's due time and they're shopping it and stuff like that. And that's one of the big things. Like, are you a 24/7 facility? I'm like, no, we are not a 24/7 facility. And I have no intention of being a 24/7 facility. And Tim, I thought this tape was going to work, but we're gonna keep going. Tim, this is a perfect segue into this awesome deal that we have going on here. Tell people about the Warrior Foundation and the What's the actual event called?
Crucible.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. No, that's good.
I couldn't think of kids' church either.
Crucible.
Oh, there we go. We got the one. Oh, there we go.
The Crucible.
There we go. So on Labor Day weekend.
Labor Day weekend coming up. It's August 29th and 30th. The event itself is a 24-hour endurance event.
Okay.
However, it is broken up into 3 separate events. So you can do either the 10, 20, 30-mile rucking, and basically that's 10-mile loops from Peak Sports Club. And so we have a 10-mile loop that goes to the park, 10-mile loop that goes down to Midway, and then a 10-mile loop that goes down by Harlem High School and back up.
Oh, you're mixing it up.
Yeah.
Not the same. Did you guys do the same 3 loops last year? Or is that what you did last year too?
No, that's what we did last year.
Oh, okay.
But
sorry, I
mixed up the order a little bit. So that's just to kind of throw a little. Okay. The first ruck is the 10-mile that goes down into the park. And I figure most people, it is, right? So if you're like yourself with your son or, and you want to come do 10 miles, I want that 10 miles to be the best for people. Because it's the most fun. We got the biggest group. I think we had like 24 or something
it was a big
last
group.
year, 25.
Yeah.
Everybody's talking and having a good time, carrying their own weights and what they want.
It's always fun to get to that point in Rock Cut where you have to make that one turn and we guess on which where it is. Is this the right path? Do we go? Is this where we go?
Mark's already told me that I'm not in charge of Fred this year when we get to that point. Because I'm like, well, it's not an adventure unless we do something off road.
Climb over some barbed wire
fence or something. Like, come on. No one's even scratched yet.
Well, and it was teamwork, get people over. And that was, but we found it.
That's right.
We got there.
So we got the right path. Mark yelled at me. We found the right path. So yeah, that first 10 miler is really the big, if you want to come out, it starts at, 6 o'clock. We're starting it on Friday night. It probably takes us up to 4 hours because the group just kind of moves as it goes. Yeah. So you're probably going to be done around 10 p.m., which is doable for if you have, kids that want to come out and do the 10 mile and come out and ruck and have some fun. There's no PT or nothing involved with these, so it's just straight walking, talking, and just having a good time. The event itself, like I said, each time we come back, we'll go into, I guess, the setup and stuff here in a minute and kind of talk about what we support with like the water and stuff. Yeah. But yeah, each time you come back, resupply, and then go back out on another leg. I'm going to have, people there to help us there, volunteering to help refill stuff.
Yep. Some massage people last year.
They are coming this year too. Massage therapists.
There we go.
I'm in talks with a chiropractor that's may come out and give us some time on Saturday.
Who made the cookies last year?
That was Ange.
Gosh, those were good.
Yeah. She's making cookies this year.
Yeah. Tim, I don't want to say that's the only reason I'm signing back up, but
I'm going to let her know.
Those were good. Holy cow.
Big influence on the returnees.
Very much so.
Yeah. She was already asking what kind we wanted. And I was like, just whatever.
Not picky at all.
Yeah. They were just awesome. Gluten-free.
One of each.
Yeah.
So that goes through the night. So start at 6.
Yep.
And, and so last year, Reed and I did the first leg. We were done at 10ish or so. Yeah. We started at 6 last year too.
I think last year we started at 7. We cut it back an hour this year just to make a little more time for break. Cause that was another thing that was talked about, that there was a kind of a little rush in between the end of the 30 miler and when the 5K was going to start.
Gotcha.
So trying to finish maybe a little earlier so we get more of a little break before the 5K for those of us that are doing the Crucible.
Yeah. That probably makes sense. That's good for you guys. Because I know we got home at like 11ish or so, and it wasn't crushing or anything like that, but I liked it. We were still able to get a decent night's sleep. I'm just talking for people who are maybe, not insane, Tim. I was trying to not use the word crazy.
Just trying to come out and have a leisure, nice walk. And
support a fantastic cause. And,
that's right.
And do that thing. So like you whatever. Yeah. 4 hours, get to 10 o'clock ish.
Yep.
Probably another 4 to, get to 2ish.
Yeah.
Give or take. And then you're done around 6.
Yep. 6, 7 o'clock. Yeah. I think last year it took us about 13 hours total to do the 30 miles between everybody's kind of just breaks and stuff like that.
No.
So we finished that. A lot of the, I think we had like 8 last year that moved on, and we all did all 3 events, or we were signed up for all 3. So yeah, the Ruck finishes, people leave, and then they start setting up kids event.
Yeah.
So that Saturday morning, we'll have a kids fair going on again this year, where we'll have the bouncy house. We're going to have yard games with like bags, cornhole games, Connect 4, stand up big toys, and face painting again. Okay. So Fantasy Bound is going to have a couple of their artists come out and do face painting again. And then Bravehearts will be out there. Unfortunately this year, because of staffing and herd, they can't have a couple horses come out like we did last year. So I'm in the works of a plan B for some critters to be out there. Okay. So I'm not going to say anything yet, because I'm going to meet with them on Tuesday. Okay. But hopefully we can get some fun things for the kids to have and pet when they're out there. But cool. So kids event starts at 9. That goes from 9 to 3. Okay. It's, I think it's a $10 donation for the bouncy house, and then they get to do all the face painting, all the stuff. Okay. But at also 9 o'clock is when the 5K is going to start. Okay. And
you didn't give yourself much time last year.
No, we didn't. I'm telling you, we were done at like 7:45, almost 8 o'clock. And I was just like, and I was trying to MC, and I was trying to talk to people because everyone was coming in. Yes. The horses came in, like everything was happening. And I was like, I need an ice bath. I need, so in order to take care of me as a participant in the event as well, I got to make some more break time for me. So you had 9 o'clock, start of the 5K. Yep.
Official 5K.
Official 5K this year. It is bibbed, timed. We're going to have official start, official end times, ribbons across when people finish. Okay.
So if you're a runner, this is legit. Come on out. Yep.
This is legit.
So even if you don't want to ruck, you're not interested in rucking, you've heard nothing, correct. You hate rucking.
You hate rucking.
You're like, why would I put weight on my back when I can run really fast?
Silly. I'm going to do what they said not to do, and I'm going to run.
This event is for you, because it's a 5K run.
That's right.
And we're good there.
We're good.
And that's...
Yep.
But also, and this is the thing I want to push to our people here. A 10-mile ruck is a very long ruck. To do a 5K ruck or a 5K walk, correct, or a 5K, again, we talked earlier, you can bear crawl. It doesn't. We don't really care what you do.
You're right.
But if you want to come out and support,
absolutely,
whatever it costs to register and whatnot, and get your run going. /ruck /walk. You can walk through 5K. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's my big push, listeners.
Yeah. Okay. No, it is. It's true. Yeah. You can, if you want to, it says 5K run, but I mean, it's a fun run, walk, I mean, it's official, so that we can rather gather the folks that want to be official and want to do the 5K and get timed. And it's cool that we're doing it, but the whole point of it is to raise money and for the foundation. And if people want to come out and walk it, push a stroller with their child in it. Yeah, there we go. We had one last year that came out, and she was actually pretty impressive. She was running and jogging and pushing a stroller, and I think she was like 6 months pregnant.
Oh, good for her.
Yeah, she was. And so
that's rucking right there.
Yeah. I mean, that's rucking with the bag in the front.
Bag in the front.
For real.
Yeah.
But so it's very doable. It's 3.2 miles. It's right down the Perryville path. You go just past Nimps Road, turn around. It's flat. There's not really any big, hills that we got to go up and down. And you're supporting a great cause. And like you said, it's 5K. If you want to come out and just walk it with a cup of coffee with your friends in the morning, come out and get a t-shirt and sign up, get your patch, and have a day.
Some nice Rockford Art Deli t-shirts.
Yes.
There we go.
Rockford Art Deli, Jared.
And this is the shirt, correct?
This is the shirt. This is the design that we had last year. I think this year, Jared and I are talking about maybe making the symbol a little shorter or a little more up top here. And then, so it might be a little bit different.
Dude, I love these shirts. So same, whatever company this is, love this shirt. It's my favorite shirt.
It's the best shirt.
I literally have 5 of this specific shirt.
Yeah. When I first started talking to Jared, he's like, let me give you one of my Rockford Art Deli shirts and you can just wear it and try it. I threw it on and it was just like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
dude, it's like already broken in.
Yeah.
It's soft. It's comfortable. Yeah. It's like, I mean, so yes, Rockford Art Deli shirt. Plug.
Thank you, Jared.
Yes, sir. And so the shirts this year, I want to go back to the more of the Ranger green color, like I did for the Warrior 62.
Cool.
And then the volunteers, which we can get into that too, because we're looking for volunteers.
Okay.
They're going to get orange shirts, and orange shirts this year are representing leukemia, and that's the childhood cancer ribbons. All have different colors. Mm-hmm. And so this year's leukemia, we're going to do orange for volunteers. So that'll probably switch like each year, like maybe purple or whatever, different things as we get different families on. But right now we're with UW Health, we're kind of our focus and the need is for like ALL or leukemia kids and families. So
Cool. Yeah. Finish up the day.
Yeah.
So after the 5K, starting at what time?
Noon. Yeah. Gives me a little more of a break.
Tim, that's very smart. You're planning this well.
If I didn't learn from last year, it's insanity, right?
Yes.
When you keep doing the same thing over again.
Yes. Well, and I want you to define what Warrior Basic Team Challenge is.
Yes.
Because I heard it, it's basic training. I forgot what it was described as last year. Basic training and PT. We're just doing PT. Because I thought to myself, hey, they're going to do an hour of sandbag squats and push-ups. Well, that's what was in my mind.
Yes.
And then it was told to me at a later point in time that this is a 5-hour something where there's more rucking.
Yes.
and some of the squatting and lunging and
PT.
But it was much longer than I thought it was. I did not know. Yeah. Tell people what that is.
So the Warrior Basic Team Challenge it's basically a group of individuals that are all just part of a team. So you may do like different team events where like last year we swap bags. I think I told you. Glenn did the, sharing the burdens of the families. And so we didn't know like how much did Adam bring today? How much did Tim bring? And so we swapped bags and had to carry each other's load for a while. And so you do different things of like meaning. But so the whole thing is that you start out doing a little bit of PT, and I say a little PT because it's
a little,
it really was. I mean, it was like, we did, I think like couple sets of push-ups. He had us do some bear crawls, and it was behind the thing to go get a donut. He had to eat the donut before you could come back. So Glenn's got like all these like fun little workout ways. It's like, so it's 100% a fun thing to do. Very chill. But it does have, 5 to 6 miles of rucking. This year, I think is going to be a different where we're going to, instead of going at noon and just leaving and not coming back till the end, I want to do loops and come back to peak while people are still there for the kids event.
Yeah.
And then get more participation and be like, come back and do something else, or like Glenn will have us do bear crawls, the donuts maybe then, or, just something to kind of show the group's still working. And, but it's,
go jump in the peak pool.
Jump in the peak pool. I'm sure he'll probably throw a creek in this year. He saw one down by the rock cut, so probably he's got that in his mind. But I guess the thing is that it's, we do carry a couple sandbags. But if you were new to rucking and you can get out with your bag and you can do 3-4 miles with your bag carrying 10, 20 pounds, and you do regular workout, not even regular, just, you can do push-ups, sit-ups, planks, flutter kicks, bear crawls, not mess up your shoulder. Like you're in good enough shape to come out and do the Warrior Basic.
Yeah. Okay.
It's supposed to be a little challenging, right? Yeah. It's supposed to suck a little bit, just because the whole representation is of what the families are going through. Yeah. It's supposed to make you feel like this sucks. I don't want to keep going. How am I going to keep going? What do I need to do to keep going? Get motivated, and it's supposed to do that. This guy is fun, right? Yeah. I mean, come and do your 5K, and but this event, there's going to be a lot of meaning in it. Yeah. We do the Warrior workout. We did half of it last year, but it's like, air squats, some like, deadlifts with your bag. So there's some different things, but again, even when we stopped to do that, the people that were like dead from the night, or we were like, no one was like, come on, keep going. Why are you? You know, it's like at your own pace, just chip it away, chip it away and just get it done. Because that's the whole point, actually, is that just trying to, you know, chip it away and take a little bit at a time and learn what you can do. But it is very doable. Yeah. It's kind of modeled off of, like I said before, like Go Ruck. If you wanted to go to like on YouTube and look at, you know, Go Ruck basic challenges and see kind of what they do, you could probably divide that by like 75% in what we're going to do, you know, because like those guys are putting them in water. They're really kind of dumping bags, load them back up. And, you know, I mean, there's none of that going on, you know, at our event. We're, again, trying to raise money, trying to have fun and get some people out, give a different option. You know, if people aren't just maybe want to do rucking, maybe they are more of a basic team challenge where they've got other people there to help them. And that's the whole point of this too, is that, you know, you start with 15, you end with 15. Yeah. And there's points even on Go Ruck events where, you know, guys are hurt and you carry their bag for a while, you know, give them a break. It's a team effort. Everyone's going to get to the end. It's just, you know, you learn to kind of work together and get there. Yeah.
Well, and with this, again, money's going to the Warrior Foundation.
Correct. Yeah.
That's the whole point. The whole point to this.
Yeah.
I hate when people get, you know, if it's not fitting them specifically, oh, I didn't like. That's not the point. the point is you just try it. We're raising money for a great cause. Yep. You know, both of our connections. You had a child with leukemia. Correct?
Leukemia.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. ALL.
Yeah. My sister had leukemia. ALL. Growing up, both of them are doing very well. Yes. Which is fantastic.
Yes.
Hence our passions for this. So like, I think that's the major point above all of this. Like, hey, we don't care where you're at. We don't care if you walk the 5K with your, you know, cup of coffee, or your friends, or do a light ruck with it, or a jog with it, or you want to do the Warrior Basic, you know, team challenge, you know, because you're a little bit more advanced, or 1 or 2 or 3 legs of the endurance, you know, the initial ruck. There's some type of participation that we think dang near anybody can do.
There's something on this board for anybody to participate in, you know, I mean, and that's truth. I mean, there's something up there for everybody, no matter what your fitness level is. And like I said, you're right. I mean, this is all going for childhood cancer families. You know, I'm not trying to beat anybody down. I'm just trying to give an event that gives people a lot of options, bring in as many people as I can, try to help as many families as we can. And just, it's not a, you know, impossible event, you know, I mean, I know it looks like it's crazy, but if you just come out and give it a try, and I think you'll surprise yourself if you come out and just give it a try. For any of the events, honestly, because I mean, we're all going to try to help get whoever shows up to get through, you know, so it's a team effort, and that's what the whole Warrior Foundation is. It's a team. We're trying to bring everybody together as a team to help out and just do good stuff for the community. Yeah.
Well, and this is where I do really, I think it's a very well thought through event. So props to you on that one.
Thank you.
In the sense of like, again, we are able to open this up to, I'm thinking our average person here at Oak Strength who's, you know, middle-aged and working hard, but has lots of things going on, and is not an elite athlete, but they can participate in things. But understand too that I do really like how the Warrior Basic is, you know, there's this metaphor for, you know, I don't want to say simulating because I remember when my sister was sick, it was basically 2.5 years of hell for the family where, and I say hell, I wasn't involved. Like it was mom and dad taking Eric up to Madison, and you know, we were blessed enough to have my grandma and grandpa around, and grandpa would take me to football practice, and you know, and it was fine. It was fine. Like we got through it, and you know, thank God and stuff like that. But like it's like there's that piece too, where like some of this should suck and it be okay. Yeah. And you can do it.
Yeah. So you can do it.
There's just that line there between, we don't want to kill you, but like, it's okay with a little bit of suck.
Yeah. And I don't know. I think everything you do in life, there's a little bit of suck.
Yeah.
It's just.
There's the quote right there, Tim. Everything you do in life, a little bit of suck.
There is.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
And
nobody said it was going to be easy.
Nobody said it was going to be easy. Yep. And, but I don't know. I mean, like you said, you and I got soft hearts for this because we've seen it, gone through it. And I know what families are still going through and with healthcare, where it's at now and all, where it's going. We just don't know. So trying to help out as much as possible. Like I said, this year we're on board with 2 families. Cool. We've signed on with 2 families. That's our goal for man. I'd like to take on 20. Yeah. We're slowly getting more people and, as far as sponsors and involved and wanting to like what we're doing, but we're just starting and it's like, I get it. Just making little partnerships here and there. Yeah. But yeah, there's a need and there's I think that's kind of like you kind of were hinting at, is if you didn't go through it or you don't go through it, you don't really know. And this isn't like simulating, because you can't simulate what you and your family go through with a kid that's going through cancer. It's because it's unique. Yeah. But like I had mentioned before, I can still take those same principles of making your mind want to quit, making you physically fatigued, making you just think this completely sucks. And how am I going to step out and do this again? Yeah. I can give that same mindset with this event, and give people like an idea with what they're going through, physically. Yeah. So,
well, and just thinking back too, I'm just being a sibling of a kid with cancer, I think is very different than being a parent of a kid with cancer. Just having kids myself and thinking about, when you get a sick kid, you're like, gosh, I wish I would just be sick. Cause this is terrible having, this sick kid. It pulls on your heartstrings, plus they're miserable. Just let me be, but to have a kid, with something as serious, as cancer, like, I think I didn't realize the toll that it probably took on my parents, because they'll still bring up things now and again. And it's not a thing I even think about. I don't even think Eric had cancer. Oh yeah, that's right. 30 years ago, it doesn't even, register. But it still does for them. Like it's a big deal. So if you're a parent, I think, again, I'm pushing participation here because I think it's such a solid event, with everything that you guys do.
Well, and I don't ever wish this on anybody. Oh. I mean, you really don't ever. And
worst enemy, not even.
Not even. No. Man. I mean, it's a crappy thing to go through. It's a blessing that you get through it, and that we are on the winning side, like you said. But I don't know. I'm just trying to, again, take a crappy situation and trying to make it a little better for some people, and maybe not so much of a strain, or maybe something that my foundation can pay for this for them, so that extra $300 can be used for kids soccer, that now the little guy doesn't get to play soccer anymore because his brother's got cancer, and we need that money to travel. Sorry. Well, now here, I'll pay for this so that you can use it, that gives more resources to their families. And, it's a hard thing. Yeah. Yeah. It's hard to have a normal life when, and you have all those things going on. Yeah, for sure. There you go. Yep. Tim, where people want to find more about this event? Yep. Where do they go? So you can, if you want to zoom in on here, you can scan the QR code. You can go to Warrior Foundation on Facebook. You can like us there, and we've got a lot of new updates and stuff coming up. Yep. Partnerships I'm announcing all the time lately. I mean, just different things that are coming up about the event. Touch on real quick the volunteers. We do have a link on if you scan this and it goes to the website, there's a section for volunteers. And we'll link that website too. Warrior Foundation. NFP.org. .org. Yes. Warrior Foundation, NFP.org. And then you can go through the events and kind of find volunteer registration. Yep. And then there's 4 slots there, set up, clean up, and then 2-3 hour shifts throughout the kids event for people to come if they want to work at the kids event and stuff. So, and so there's that. Volunteers are always welcome, always needed. Clean up, set up, always need people to do that. Yeah. So, but yeah, Warrior Foundation on Facebook. You can hit the website. You can scan the QR. You know, there's going to be signs, cards out around town. I'm handing them out at businesses. Find us and sign up.
Do something. Friends.
Sign up.
Do something.
We're 6 weeks out. We've got a handful of participants right now. I'd love to go into Jared and tell him I need 200 t-shirts. So just sign up for it. You know, even if it's something we joke, you know, the Midwesterners, so we don't make our plans till the last minute, but you know what, this isn't like, you know, making like a dinner reservation that you're not going to make. Pay your $40 for the 5K. If something comes up and you end up going out Labor Day weekend, your money's going to a great cause. You know, it's going to go help some great people.
Get a cool t-shirt.
Get a cool t-shirt. You're going to get your cool patch. But just, you know, even if you have an inkling of an idea of doing it, just sign up. You know, it'll surprise you and you'll have a great time.
Very cool.
So,
Tim, I appreciate your time, sir.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yes. Listeners, thank you for listening. Listeners, get signed up.
Yeah, get signed up.
Don't be a bum. Don't be a bum. There's something, if there's something, like, again, I don't like when people, you know, kill themselves. I'm going to do a Tough Mudder, and you have like no business doing a Tough Mudder. There's endless options here, friends. Any option, you know, Labor Day weekend, you're not doing anything. You're not doing anything.
If you got questions, hit me up. I'm happy to talk to anybody. People all the time are asking me like really like what they are or what, you know, to expect. And I'm happy to, you know, talk more, man. Cause the more you know about it, then you'll be like, yeah, I could do that. You know, it's not so, you know, intimidating, I guess, you know.
There we go.
Yeah.
Hit up Tim.
Hit it up.
WarriorFoundationNFP.org. Listeners, we'll talk to you later. Have a good one.
See ya.
That's all we have for you today. If you have any questions or want to chat or interested in seeing what we're up to in between episodes, head over to Instagram and Facebook and follow @OakStrength. Also check us out at oakstrength.com. If you like this episode, please share it with someone who wants to live happy, healthy, and strong. If you really liked it, subscribe and review the Happy, Healthy, Strong podcast on iTunes or Spotify. Be sure to tune back in next week and remember to keep owning your health.